Hello, babies. I just pulled up at home a few minutes ago and I could hear across the neighborhood, it was cat fights and it was bad. Now, I checked all my kitties and all of Mimzie's kitties were safe and sound at home on the porch because my kitties are porch kitties. They know where their bread is buttered and they don't travel too far from home. But I hollered a couple of good kitties trying to get them to whoever it was to stop the ruckus because I didn't want anybody to get eaten by a fox because that could really happen. But then I said, Mimzie, you gotta read a book. So I went inside with cats on my mind and I came up with this one, Kamie Cat's Terrible Night. So I have never read about Kamie Cat's Terrible Night and I'm interested. And I hope that the kitty cats across the street are not gonna have a terrible night, but it didn't sound good. All right, Kamie Cat's Terrible Night. And this is an Animal Welfare Institute book. And I support that message. I think animals should be supported. All right. So here's our big double page picture. This is going to be an interesting read because there's the words are all over the place. Okay, but we're going to do it and we're going to love it. So I'm guessing this is Kamie Cat. One night, Kamie Cat noticed something unusual. There was no screen in the kitchen window. Boom, boom, boom. A sliver of a moon, no wider than a cat's whisker, barely lit the alley behind the house she shared with old Mr. Wong. A music and the delicious smell of fried fish floated in on the night air. Mimzie loves the delicious smell of fried fish. Someone was having a party. Kamie had never been to a party and fish was her favorite food. Oh, I get it. Quicker than a wink, Kamie Cat went out through the open window. We knew that was coming. We're going to call that foreshadowing. We knew. It was a big mistake. And y'all, that is a special big mistake because those letters are even in a different color. And you may not can see it really well, but there's a big black shadow dog right here chasing. From the other end of the alley, Kamie saw a big black shape charging toward her. A dog! He or she was barking like crazy. Kamie ran. She ran through one backyard and then another. She ran up a tree, but unfortunately it was a small tree. The dog jumped up and knocked her to the ground. Kamie Cat landed on her feet and ran right into the street. Oh, look. Oh no, Mimzie has had kitty cats with unfortunate meetings with streets and tires. Something even bigger and faster than the dog was headed right toward her. It had two big eyes, each one brighter than the full moon. Kamie ran and climbed over fences, garbage cans, and gazebos. Now, I do admire a good gazebo. Fortunately, the dog and the thing with big yellow eyes were gone. Unfortunately, Kamie was lost. I saw that coming. And lonely. How she missed her best friend, Mr. Wong. That is so sad. I knew she was going to get lost with all that running and scampering, and her heart was probably racing and the adrenaline was running, and she was not paying attention where she was going. She was just trying to be safe. And she's a house kitty. In Kamie's neighborhood, all the little houses looked the same. Was this her house? Kamie peeked inside. Yum! A woman was serving her cat fresh food and water in clean bowls. See Kamie peeking inside? Meow! Kamie yelled, I'm hungry too. The woman looked up, but instead of inviting Kamie to dinner, she yelled, shoo! Go away! She is tacky britches, because I would pour her a bowl. I have kitties all the time on my front porch lining up for the free and reduced breakfast line, and I'm always happy to share. On the next block, she peered into another window. Inside, a little boy was brushing a cat with a soft brush. Purr, purr, purr. Kamie sighed. Mr. Wong brushed her every day. Kamie almost meowed, but she remembered how the lady had yelled at her. She kept going. At the next house, Kamie watched a man clean a cat box. He filled it with fresh litter. There you are, Princess, the man said to his cat friend. I know cats are clean and like a nice clean litter box. Mr. Wong cleaned Kamie's litter box every day. Well, that's a good man, because every day is a lot to ask. He loved Kamie, and Kamie loved him. It was very late now. At the next house, Kamie saw 2 cats curling up in a nice round cat bed. Mr. Wong had made Kamie a bed from an old basket. How she missed her soft, warm bed. Sadly, Kamie moved on to the next house. But it wasn't their house. Inside, a cat was scratching the arm of a sofa. Ooh, Papa gonna lose his mind that when if our kitties do that at our house. That's bad. And I bet you, my Ha-Ha just got a new cat today. If it scratches her furniture, I think I think she would lose her mind too. A man who was sitting across the room began to yell. Then he threw a slipper at the cat. Kamie frowned. Mr. Wong always made sure that Kamie had a scratching post. He knew that cats need to scratch. That's right. And he never, ever yelled at Kamie. He never hit Kamie either or threw anything at her. Ooh, that is not a good deal there, kitty cat. Even if she made a mistake, Mr. Wong was kind. Folks, Mr. Wong is a one of a kind, straight up A citizen, good fellow. Kamie ran away from the house. Not everybody is quite the cat owner as Mr. Wong, and I'm most impressed. I hate these dark pictures for cameras. Kamie hid under some bushes. She began to cry. I don't exactly know how cats cry unless they caterwaul, which is what I heard. Here, kitty, someone said in a soft voice. A young woman bent over and picked Kamie up. I think you are lost, she said. Bingo! In the morning, the woman took Kamie to an animal shelter. We're a bit crowded, but come on in, the veterinarian at the shelter said. How are we supposed to know where you live? I think she's old, said the young woman. Yes, said the veterinarian. They throwing shade at Kamie, just assuming she's old. They didn't even look at her teeth or anything. She might be a spring chicken. There's nothing wrong with being old anyway. And most people want to adopt cute little kittens, he added. She looks kind of scruffy, wouldn't you say? Insults to injuries? Scruffy? Oh, the audacity. No, I would say she looks beautiful, a voice called out. And old is good, and old friend is the best friend of all. It was Mr. Wong. He had come to the shelter to look for her. Bless his heart. Kamie meowed for joy. Meow. Does that sound like joy? Sounds kind of like trouble. Sorry. I'll do better next time. I'm sorry, said Mr. Wong. I'm sorry I forgot to put the screen in the window. Purr, 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 purr. I'm sorry I didn't give you a collar with a tag on it so people would know where you live. It will never happen again. The puppies. That Mr. Wong, he's a fine man. That night, Kamie and Mr. Wong sat in the kitchen after a fine dinner of fried fish. Oh, she did get her fried fish. Except grease is not really that good for kitty cats. It's not really good for Mr. Wong either, but that's not my business. The moon was no wider than 2 cat whiskers, and the alley behind the little house was quiet and dark. And the only thing that went out the window was the sound of Mr. Wong's guitar and Kamie's purr, purr, purr as she hummed along. Oh, that is a nice book. Well, the end of Kamie Cat's Terrible Night. And congratulations to Ha-Ha with her new kitty cat. He's a little fella, and I think he looks like a badger. And don't you think badger would be a good name for a little kitty cat? That or maybe Cicero. I don't know. Just keep in mind, Mimzie loves you.